Aloha and welcome back. This is Marissa Indigo with Divine DNA Blueprint Mystery School. Welcome to October. Can you believe it? It's actually the final couple of months of 2023. It's been a whirlwind. We are already wrapping up this wild year, starting to feel into next year, and it's a very special month with October. We have so much going on. We've got eclipse season rolling in just a couple of weeks here. So thank you so much for joining me. Today we are going to be reviewing the energetics coming in for the month of October. We're going to be talking a little bit about the numerology of the number 10 and how to work with these energies to maximize benefit for your conscious navigation of the awakening journey. So first, let's start with some numerology here. We're going to be talking about the energetics of 10, which is also broken down into the 1 and the 0. It's a very special kind of trinitized and also very dual and polarized aspects of this to work with, which really highlights the overarching theme for this month, which is all about choice points. Really honoring and bringing our full consciousness, our full presence and awareness into our daily lives and applying this connection and conscious choice and this heart-centered focus into all aspects. It's kind of an intense initiatory experience to really kick us off to complete this year. The end of this year is going to continue to be very accelerated, and we will start to really see the benefits of our conscious choices, or perhaps some of the not so beneficial outcomes when we do not choose consciously. Karma is coming. It is very present here, and karma means action. So it's up to you, right? It's up to us to make the conscious choice to create the highest and most aligned, most lovely outcomes for ourselves and for all involved. That being said, the more present awareness we bring into each aspect of our daily lives and to ourselves, ensuring that we prioritize our alignment with our deep heart, our peace, our love, our centeredness, our gratitude, making sure we are filling the wells of our energy and our light as the priority, as important as oxygen in order to function in the new paradigm. The pressure is on, the heat is on, and it is so exciting because with great work comes great reward. And you and the embodiment of your soul and the application of this wisdom in your life is the great work. So with that, let's dive into the energetics of 10. As a temporary vibration, we are sourcing this information here from Numerology and the Divine Triangle by Faith Javon and Dusty Bunker. Some of the key codes here for the number 10: intuition, fortune, luck, and a turn for the better. What you have been waiting for may now be yours. The culmination of a series of events brings success and material accomplishment. You could call this cycle a turn for the better, the start of something new. The innovative ideas and fresh beginnings you are experiencing now are really an expression of the law of cause and effect. So when we said karma is here, karma is coming for all of us, what we mean by that is we are creators in action. And each moment we have a choice point, a decision to make. How will we respond? Will we honor love, sacred respect, integrity, and continue to also be authentic to ourselves? Will we honor ourselves in every situation and others? These are tall orders, but we came here for this kind of deep application of this wisdom, of this authentic presence and love and expansion. And so you will see the rewards immediately for your efforts. The innovative ideas and fresh beginnings you are experiencing now are really an expression of the law of cause and effect. Events that appear accidental or mere chance result from efforts you have already expended. This is an initiation period in which you may be required to stand alone and make decisions. Base your decisions upon precise and definite facts. Then rely upon your intuition, which is based upon reason. Then you will know what to do. You can settle differences with previous enemies because of your clear comprehension of the situation and its problems. Events now reveal your understanding of the circumstances in your life. If you have worked hard and efficiently, you can expect to receive your reward. Progress, improvement, and advancement are yours. You may be awarded a special position you have been vying for, win the lottery, or inherit a large sum of money, which will help you to start a new life. Realize that any of these experiences are the product of your own efforts. If failure and loss plague you, then understand that every circumstance in life is the result of the prior use of your energies. Decide now to begin to work and plan wisely. so that you can gain mastery over your future. The wheel of fortune keeps turning, and the next rotation can bring exactly what you want if you begin now. So the tarot card associated with the number 10 is Key 10, the Wheel of Fortune. The symbol corresponding to this card is a closed hand, indicating mental comprehension. To grasp is to own, and to grasp your place in the world is to grasp what and who you really are. Therefore, you never suffer material deprivation. This is important to know as all of the different systems start to dissolve, things are starting to shift, the old ways, the old paradigms. You're really starting to see a disillusion of linearity and really starting to self-source our own intuitive faculties, our wisdom, our abundance, our connection to guide us, to navigate through this experience. Everything is shifting into quantum now. And so really what this month is all about in the codex of the number 10 is being so unified within your internal guidance system, your higher power, your connection to source, the universe, the divine, whatever you like to call this higher self aspect of consciousness that is interconnected intricately with all of creation to source the wisdom, meaning that you're not working through your ego, you're working through your divinity to navigate, to feel, to perceive, to make conscious choices. If you stick with this as your navigation point, trusting, listening, working through the heart instead of through the head or the linear mind, all will be well and beautiful and aligned and just completely bloom forth organically for you. So remember, we always have that choice every moment to choose who we are, how we're going to respond, who we be, and deciding to be and live and experience and share and communicate through the heart. No longer referencing and working through the head like a calculator, right? Kind of like this disembodied robot experience that so many of us were in. Really not feeling very much, right? Just trying to calculate our way through life. So we're really shedding the layers now of the old programming, the old ways of being. And it's important also to note the astrological correspondence to the number 10 and to the tarot card here, represented by 10 of the Wheel of Fortune. We're working heavily now with the planets Jupiter and Mars. Remember that right now, Mars, Mercury, and Venus are the only planets that are going direct. Even then, Venus is still in her shadow right now until October 6th. So most of the planets are retrograde, including Jupiter, going to continue to be so for the remainder of the year, and a lot of them going through into next year. And with all of these retrograde energies, it gives us the opportunity to really slow down and to be cognizant of our choices, to be aware, to use our full presence to make these choices, make these decisions. But when we talk about Jupiter and Mars, and we work with the astrological correspondence of these double numbers like the 10, we take the number on the right and see it work through the number on the left. So if you write down the number 10, here we have God power, 0, working through Mars, 1, to bring about new starts and a change in fortune. The Jupiter influence from Key 10, or the Wheel of Fortune, gives us the faith and optimism that our new beginning will ultimately bring generous rewards. And kind of how we work with this cycle of the 0 through 9 and then the 10. Once we have completed the basic 1 through 9 cycle, every subsequent digit merely repeats one of the original 9. Therefore, we can see why 10 is considered to be a new start. With the 9 in September, we have finished a complete cycle, and in 10 we have the promise that the God power within us never ceases, but merely changes form. And that new form still contains the life spark, the planet Mars. So I encourage you to look at your charts, look at your natal charts, pull them up. If you want to schedule a session with me to learn how to work with your natal chart with Western Zodiac Astrology, I also practice evolutionary astrology. I'm going to leave some links in the description box below for you to pull your chart yourself. You can also download my ebook, which is called The True North Compass, and it actually teaches you how to pull your chart. This is a free gifted ebook that you download from my Mystery School website. I'll link that below as well. And it walks you through all the steps of how to pull your chart, how to start to get acquainted with your planets, and starting to see where all of these are in your life, in your divine DNA blueprint coming in through your chart. So you can kind of start to get an idea, where's my Jupiter in my chart? What are my relationships to it as a solar being, looking at your sun? Where's my sun? Where's my Mars? So that's just some fun there to kind of tie in the numerology with some tarot, with some planetary astrology. And now we're going to get in a little more with some of the codes here of the month that I was kind of receiving. So we talked about choice points. And when I see the number 10 for me, it's all about choice points. Are we choosing to come from, to be from, to respond, to act, to perceive through the lens of unified, or disconnected? Higher self or lower self? God self or ego self? And of course, we're using these dualistic terms here to try to just put into perspective whatever phrasing works for you, the conscious or the unconscious. And it's very important to be working with our subconscious in these times in order to really succeed, so that we're not acting unconsciously from the subconscious. So it's very important to continue to honor your emotional journey, starting to really honor that, yes, we are emotional beings. That's part of being an energetic being. It's all about the energy. In the description box below, we also have amazing practices that are free for you to learn, like the Tai Chi Gong practice to really learn about becoming energy. I also have some other videos. There's a whole series about Mastery for New Earth, working through your emotions and the emotional scale. And it's really time that we make the conscious choice to no longer judge ourselves for being emotional, also to no longer judge our emotions and those that others in our reality, in our world, are going through. Remember that everything is true for everyone, even if it's not true for you, and to really honor that the emotional spectrum, the energetic frequencies and fluctuations is how we learn. It's how we expand. It's how we start to see what is true for us and what is no longer true for us. The hugest piece here is choice. Conscious choice. What we choose will put us onto a coordinate plane, and that's what I see with the 10 and the 0 and the 1, or 1 and 0. Is this kind of back and forth, perhaps, potential, right? Trying to find that center point between the self and the individuation of God spark and God, the unity consciousness. So finding that middle way is really the way to navigate. And when we choose to prioritize our alignment with our higher self through our spiritual practices, our spiritual discipline, all of those wonderful practices that help us to expand, slow down the mind, whether you're coming into the breath, meditation, the Tai Chi Gong practice, or yoga, conscious dance, calling a friend and having a lovely conscious conversation where you're encouraging each other and supporting each other, going out in nature, choosing to align yourself is as important now in this new paradigm, which is here as oxygen. When we choose and honor and respect ourselves and our souls, and choose to no longer compromise our energy or our light body or our love, our souls in any form, this puts us on the coordinate plane of our highest timelines. We are definitely connected this way with our ascended timelines. From here, the practice is just consistency. Repeat every day. Choose. We have the gift from on high of the conscious choice every day, every moment, every breath to choose who we are. What are we aligned with? Where are we coming from? Past or the present moment now in 0 point where the most potential energy and that atomic potential lies for us? Or are we projecting into the future, which is actually living into the past technically most of the time, because we're only able to reference the past and then project those worries and concerns into the future, right? That's living from the head. It's time to ensure that we are connected with our inner power and our heart, and to keep our heart open. One of the biggest themes for this month: no more excuses. Excuses are abuses. There are no more excuses for why we cannot be our highest self at this point. We have all of the tools. We're always receiving new ones as well. There's always practices that we could be doing to align ourselves with divinity, with source creation energetics, with potential, right? And 0 point potential through practicing gratitude, the art of appreciation, writing lists of positive aspects where you sit there and you reflect on your entire day and you write down and give thanks and feel fully through your body with thanks what went well today, what did work today. It's constantly returning back to the drawing board with your consciousness to rewrite the neural pathways so that we are focusing on the positive and allowing ourselves to create more of the same, right? Whatever you think, you shall be. So it's a huge, huge opportunity for us. And yes, it is a lot of work to be conscious and to bring our full consciousness into everything. We've been preparing for this our whole lives, and now we're on the expedited path. So again, like we said, no more excuses for why we cannot be our highest self. Definitely not placing that blame on anyone outside of ourselves, right? Really watching that. Oh, I can't do that because they think this about me, or they said that to me, or they're doing this to me, or they did that. Or it's really about holding that, bring the responsibility in as a divine sovereign being, realizing that you have more power than you can conceive of with your love and your integrity and your soul spark, that light of creation that lies within you, and that nothing outside has any influence over you, and no one has any power over you. Unless you choose to believe that the situation or circumstance, event, or person has power over you. This is why the theme of conscious choice points is coming through so strongly this month, is that we all have the ability to choose, and we just have to remember our choices. We're going to have even more timeline split offs from anything or anyone who is not authentic. So anyone or any situations where someone or something is trying to continue to instill that program of power over, give your power over to the situation, to the person, to the economy, to big pharma, whatever the stories are, we have to pull our power back and be so relentless in our focus as masters here so that we can allow, because it will be very natural and very easy and organic process for us to just let things that are not authentic fall away. And this includes aspects of ourselves as well. You want to be sure that you align and surround yourself with souls who are on the path with you. Those people who celebrate your conscious choices, who are celebrating the lifestyle changes that you're making, perhaps relationship changes, job or career changes, different interests, even new definitions and expressions of yourself. People who celebrate your conscious choice to be your higher self and to do the decisions that are right for you, to allow yourself to be healthy and happy. You want to allow people who don't support this. Just organically, it's a frequency differential and they will fall away. A really important part of October for me now, the last few years, has been these death and rebirth resurrection cycles and ego death cycles coming up. Oftentimes we'll have very intense aspects of ourselves, victim programming, lack consciousness, low confidence, all of these different things that are from early childhood will come up. The story will come up, and there's an opportunity for fabulous ego deaths here to allow these things to fall away. So you want to work with this energy. You want to realize that we actually have daily death and rebirth cycles every day. Each day I die that I may rise again, right? So we're starting to really see this 10, the 1 and the 0, 10, 0, 1 over and over every single day. We go to bed, that timeline has ended. That day is a year, is a lifetime, has ended. We wake up with the fresh morning sun and we rise, and it is a new life. It is a new day. You are a new you. All is new and fresh, right? You can start over. And so it's really important to work with these and use this as a beautiful metaphorical route or pathway to symbolically resurrect your higher self and allow the old to fall away. It's the opportunity here to choose our hearts no matter what, to align with love, to bathe in love daily, to connect with your heart, feel the love of Source Creator that is all around you, tune in, and as often as you can, feel the sensation of love. Feel that the universe has your back. It's all about bathing ourselves daily in the love of Source, this creative potential that is ever unfolding, ever birthing itself, and is evident everywhere. Another form of abundance, another form of the art of appreciation. Anytime you feel the sensations of being closed off, shut down, separate from love or your unified state, or feeling like your heart has closed, you want to continue to open it, be relentless, continue with your emotional processing. We are now in these much more accelerated phases of emotional mastery so that we can maintain that momentum. So it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing if you have anger or grief come up or some frustration come up or you have a trigger come up. This is supposed to happen. This is part of the consciousness navigation journey. What's different now is that we don't let it get us down. We don't let it deter us or stop us or slow down our momentum. We continue to keep our hearts open, and you want to expand your being bigger than whatever this thing is that's coming up right now. That kind of feels like, oh, here this is, this doesn't feel very good. This is feeling heavy. Well, that's fine. Let it come up. That's the whole point. We are purging a lot. There's a huge purification going on. So allow yourself to have these ego death processes, these shamanic death cycles as old pieces fall away. And I encourage you, a really powerful practice is to make this a celebration. Do some rituals with this, whatever kind of rituals that you like to do. A really powerful one is to have a funeral for your old self. And you could even wear black clothes and you could have a party. You could even have a couple friends over that like to do this kind of stuff with you. And you take turns having a funeral for your old self. Write a eulogy for yourself. Make it a celebration. Have fun with the process of quantum mastery, quantum mechanics, quantum emotions, all of this. Continue to have your momentum by celebrating all of it, because it's all good and it's all God and it's all perfect. Now we're going to come into eclipse season here. So we have eclipses on October 14th and October 28th. We're going to have separate videos for these because there's so much energy to discuss here. Some of the energetics of the first eclipse, October 14th, is a new moon solar eclipse in Libra, and it is called the Ring of Fire. Some of the themes of this: massive life changes and choice points, karmic past life resolutions, new beginnings in relationships and connections of all kinds, themes of justice, fairness, balance, People are going to be seeking more harmony and how to align with and embrace the beautiful side of life as epiphanies come forth and we realize that we're allowed to appreciate and have a beautiful experience it. So this October 14th eclipse is the solar ring of fire, and it's a new moon in Libra. So it's all about relationships with yourself and with others, and things like food and substances. Addictive stuff may come up, whether that's shopping or food or substance abuse or codependency or putting everyone else before yourself or being a doormat. And right now, the south node of the moon is in Libra. And so it's a lot of past life karmic resolution here. So it's really time to make use of this death and rebirth kind of energy to prepare for this eclipse portal on the 14th and really shed what is no longer serving you, what is no longer relevant, what no longer supports you, energizes you, inspires you. This can be people, habits, and thoughts. This can be expressions, changing your style, even how you want to express yourself out in the world. And it's just such an amazing time for the month of October. Wishing you all a fantastic, shamanic, deep experience of profound revelation and a deeper knowing and connection and love and appreciation for yourself. And there's going to be a beautiful workshop coming up on October 20th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be doing an amazing activation with the Emerald Ray of Gaia here, where I'm located in the Pacific Northwest. I'm going to be sharing some of the codes that I've received from Mother Earth here in the forests, as well as from Solaris with the Rainbow Prism Flames of Divinity. So we're going to be doing some amazing activations for the light body and just nourishing our hearts and our spiritual body, our soul, our physical body with the Emerald Ray and the solar codes. There's also information on that in the description box below. And I will see you for the next video, which we're going to be doing a beautiful activation with Bathing in Love to support you with how to connect with deep and pure divine love every day so that you are so nourished that it's very easy to hold on to this energy no matter what is shifting, no matter what is changing, as we are continuing to deprogram and to release our conceptions of a lot of what we thought to be, what our existence was, a lot of definitions of things in the outer world, as everything is being rewritten. So this will be a guided meditation of a lot of amazing divine energy that was gifted to us in a transmission by the Andromedans. We had a really beautiful mothership show up here around the autumn equinox. And if you've never experienced one of my activations before, it's kind of a hybrid of a guided meditation, visualization. There's a lot of energy work that comes into it. We work with rays of color and light, oftentimes holy fire Reiki, and different star families and angelics will come in also to support us. So I look forward to sharing that with you. So thank you so much for tuning in, sending you all so much love and support and magic, and really encouraging you to enjoy this time, enjoy the magic of 10, and bring in your wheel of fortune. I look forward to hearing how that comes for you, because we're powerful creators, and anything that one can conceive, one can achieve with the power of your mind. Remember, it's 80% mindset, so it's a lot of repatterning and reprogramming and deprogramming, but it's all worth it. You're going to see results very quickly if you are consistent. So thank you so much, sending you so much love, and I'll see you soon.